Okay, I got the Crosman 1077 here, and I wanted to tell you guys what I'm up to here. Sometimes I do what I call an accuracy and reliability test, and what that is firing many shots to kind of get a sense of the repeatability of the rifle and how accurate, but not only that, but how consistent it is. Consistency is a word a lot of people don't use anymore. There is such a thing as accuracy that's temporary, but what you're looking for is you're looking for accuracy that goes on and on and on, you know, with good repeatability. So what I decided to do is I decided to test this these cheaper pellets out, the beam and wad cutters. These are the 1 cent pellet test, I call it. This is a Crosman 1077. This is 50 shots at 15 yards. Beam and wad cutter, 7.7 grain wad cutter. 6 seconds of recovery time in between each shot. The purpose of that is to allow the CO2 to repressurize so that you have consistent velocity. But anyway, this is done just on factory sites. Now, if you look down here, if you count 45 of the shots right in this main area right here, you're looking at 2 inches. If you count 50 of them, it's 3.5. So the majority of the shots we could say are 2 inches. But the paper that's been cut out real, you know, like in the center, like a cookie cutter here, that's about 1 to 1.5 inches. So what I did is I drew a 1 to 1.5 inch circle here. And this is what you would sight it in for then, based on this group that you got here. Because this is consistent and it's showing you what it wants to do. It's showing you that it wants to cut a 1.5 inch circle out here. So this is a 1.5 inch circle. So if you can land 10 shots in here, even if they're a little scattered, you're pretty much sighted in. So, and actually a scope, I tried a scope, you know, and it depends on the person. Sometimes I can't do any better with the scope than I can with factory sights. So it's just kind of like up to how you look at the sights. And actually we're pretty close here at 15 yards anyway. But anyway, let me show you the pellet here. These weren't washed or weighed or anything like that. I didn't sort them for dented skirts or anything. I just wanted to do a factory test so I can see what this beam and wad cutter will do for its very low price. And these are basically, they're kind of like a graphite coated longer type wad cutter, and they fit really good because the skirt is wide in the back. So that wide skirt, you know, fits kind of snug, you know, in tap guns like Springers and stuff like that. But these are kind of fun pellets because of the fact that they're so cheap, and you know, a lot of times online, if you buy these, you know, you'll buy so many and you'll get so many free, so technically you're probably under a penny a shot. Maybe if you buy bulk, you're probably looking at half a cent a shot for this kind of a pellet here. So the China cookie cutters, I call them, or wad cutters. So, but yeah, accuracy and reliability test. Another reason for this kind of test too is, you know, whenever you're shooting or something, you ever notice that you might get 2 or 3 shots in one hole and you'll just kind of stop and you'll show it online, and so everybody can go, woo, you know, look at that, nice groups, right? But the question nobody really asks or afraid to ask is, hey, can you repeat that like 50 times? You know, because we've all seen them videos online of guys taking shots at milk jugs at 1,000 yards and stuff like that. And that's, you know, that's kind of a fun thing to do if you have the range, you know, to do that kind of stuff. But the question I always ask is, geez, you know, can you do it like 9 more times? I just want to see what that rifle can do. But, you know, a lot of them just settle for one hit and then they just walk away, you know, and put the gun back in the case and stuff like that. But not me. If I had some, you know, good range like that where I could shoot, I would try to see what is the smallest target I could hit like 10 times out of 10, even if I had to move up and get closer. You know, I'd have to swallow my pride a little bit, but anyway, I'm just getting off, you know, I'm chasing a rabbit here off the subject, you know, on basically accuracy and stuff like that, but anyway, I just wanted to show this to you so you guys know what could happen if you bought this rifle and you bought these pellets. You may be able to expect, you know, a 2-inch ragged hole right here. So for some of you guys that are hunters, I think that if you look within this zone right here, that the majority of the shots is going to be within that 1-inch kill zone, I guess. You know, a lot of hunters like the 1-inch grouping because, you know, 1 inch is kind of like an unofficial hunting standard. You know, probably started over in England and stuff with rabbit hunting and stuff like that. They always talk about a 1-inch target. They said they want something that'll shoot an inch at so many yards. So this one here, obviously we're a little bit wider, but it's not a precision rifle. It's not a target rifle. It's just kind of like a fun plinker. So if we're getting 2 inches at 15 yards for the majority of the shots, what that translates to is it translates to being, if you're going to double stuff, it's going to be 4-inch groups at 30 yards, something like that. So you can probably expect 4-inch groups at 30 yards. But you know, if you're setting up cans or something, you're probably going to hit a few cans. I don't know if you're going to hit 50 cans, but that'd be another test, I guess. You know, 50 pop cans. If somebody wants to do that at 30, 40, 50 yards, go for it. You know, if you don't have any neighbors and you want to try it. I've got 40 yards here, but I shoot them youth rifles. You guys have seen a lot of my videos where I shoot the quiet stuff around here. So indoors, I can shoot the loud stuff like the CO2s. I don't think this one is too bad. I might go outside with this one some night, and maybe I'll just maybe I'll do that at 30 yards. I'll take 50 cans and do the 50 can challenge on this one. And I know a lot of you guys have seen my Daisy 953 Dixie Cup challenge, which is 10 pellets. You only got 10 pellets, and you see how far away you can hit 10 3-ounce Dixie cups, which are about 1.5 inches across, so about that size right there. And I had gotten the Daisy 953 out to 40 yards doing that, so I thought that was kind of fun to do that. But anyway, thank you very much for watching the video, you guys. I think with these cheaper pellets, I think I'm kind of happy because now I know that at, you know, out to 25 yards or whatever, if I use these cheap pellets, at least I can expect, you know, the majority of these to probably land on that pop can or whatever one I'm plinking. So these will be kind of a fun pellet, you know, to use, you know, for this rifle. Make sure you watch my other videos on the 1077 because I've got really a lot of information researching this rifle. It's been around for quite a while, and I had them when they first came out, and then I gave a couple away. So, but this one here is another new purchase because I just wanted to get one again and play around with it. So, but anyway, thanks for watching, you guys.